Hello dear traders, petar.jaimovic here. I want to alert you about the new opportunity which is happening on the British pound versus US dollar, and also to alert you about that I'm still in creation of the website and my services. I'm planning basically to have video series of my intensive program where explaining you in details. Maybe it will be something like 30 videos, about 30 hours of video explanation of the profile of the starting from the basics to advanced profile analysis, combining profile with regular charts, and then using some fundamental aspects and as well statistics. We put statistics to work in our favor, and it will be very detailed video series. Once the website is ready, I will go to join. I will also have the live TV trading ideas basically on the website, and you will see we'll have a different services, and you'll absolutely enjoy. But till then, just wanted to alert you about that, and that can be probably the start of the next year ready, and that you will enjoy for the new year, and it will be very good. Anyway, right now I want to back here on the example of the British pound versus US dollar. This is the case. I will call my video like case British pound versus US dollar and date, because for me I've been trading about 9 years. I'm full-time trainer for 9 years, and for me it's every market, every case is different, different things. It's kind of like that you have a piece of the puzzle where you need to find basically to collect and to create the picture which market wants to tell us, and then to try to position if there is a good opportunity, right? So a market is not if you observe a market on mechanical way, you have very limited profit, and very hard to build consistently on mathematical way, on mechanical way. But if you use the right knowledge and use the brain, and you collect the informations and then create a picture, you have a much bigger odds to actually make success, and of course much bigger profit together with that. Today I want to speak about this position, the British pound versus US dollar. Maybe if you're not familiar with the British pound, with the market profile and the TPO chart, we call this TPO chart. This is the not indicator. I mean, we use the indicator to create us this type of chart, but this is a type of the chart, as like you have the candles, candle chart, you have a line chart, bar chart, Renko chart, and so on, Kagi chart. Market profile is different, and once I discovered market profile years ago, and I started in-depth analysis on that, and in practice, it was like it's totally changed my point of view and my way of analyzing the prices, because the way we analyze the market profile is basically based on the auction process, and that every auction there is a constant auction up and down, and that we understand where is the value, what is the value, we understand where is the point of control, where the auction occurred, what price was most traded during the specific time period. We understand the excess effects, we understand the single prints, the aggression, we understand that there is a different types of reactionary opportunities, there is a trend opportunities as well, and in terms of it's giving us very good picture of where is actual value, speaking technically, because for me, as like everything in the life, it's all about the value. Price for itself is not that big. I don't give that big impact to the price for itself, but I give the impact to the price related to the value, and understanding where is the value related to the price, right? Price for itself is not much big. People who trade only the price action and stuff, price is basically lagging for itself. Price is, again, the opinions will change first, the positions will enter, exit first, and then you will see the reaction of the price. So price is basically the lagging for itself. But if you use the price in relation with the understanding where is the value, and understand some statistics of volatility and so on, which it will be in-depth explained in the video series, which you will be able to buy. But from the next year, probably it will be ready, in January next year, because there is a lot of work in the website and so on, to prepare all of that. So back in here, the profile is basically oriented. You can watch profile on any time frame. Every print here is worth, in this example, it's worth at 30 minutes. So every print, I see if I zoom you in this, you see there are prints there. You see the letters here, A, B, C, D, and so on. And every letter will draw in these 30 minutes. Like one candle in comparison there. This is a 30 minutes regular chart, and this candle, whenever the price is trading in this 30 minutes pair, the candle will draw like that. Okay, so price is going up and down and finish here. Okay, in this example, the letter will draw, and we collect the information in a different way, because in this way of collecting, we understand where is the value, where the price traded about 70% of the time, and that's greater value. We understand where the points of controls, and so many in depth, which you cannot basically see watching the regular, any regular type of chart, right? Any of, is it line chart, is it bar chart? You see basically only open, you see basically low, high, open, close, and that's it. Of that bar. You don't understand in depth inside of this where is the value, where is the point of control, and so on, because this is based on statistical approach and on distribution process. It's basically the statistical distribution process, and it's a very, very, very in-depth, because you can see much more informations from what the price is doing, and how where is actual value, where is point of control, is a more traded area, and so on. With the regular charts, it's absolutely, you have a low of the bar, you have a high, you have a close and open. So it's a very, very we have a much bigger advantage trading the market profile, and our competition is very weak, because we are basically more how to say that, we see something which most of the regular type of traders, and which trading on the regular charts, they cannot see. All right, and again, I'm preparing a video series, maybe 20-30 hours it will be, and maybe 20-30 videos, something like that, which you will be able to buy in depth. And then I will offer also mentorship program as well, private mentorship program for much intense and much longer duration, if you like, for example, the video series and so on. And it will be very good, and I will let you know when that is ready. For now, speaking of this is a case of British pound US dollar. Today is 22nd September 22nd 2017. What actually happened here is basically we got a big demand most recently. This whole profile and this auction, all of this auction here, represent a 1 week since I merged profiles, and there is a whole story about the merging profiles, which I'll explain in the video series. But this is a weekly basically, and all of these are basically a daily profiles right now, you see here. But this one is merged together with 5, and this is a weekly. What happened here, we got a very big move, almost 500 pips, which is very extensive, very extended move on the British pound. And I noticed it here that some of the clear examples that the value basically stayed lower in the lower portion of that week, in the range of this week, and the point of control is actually sitting near the actually low that week. So imagine that something went higher, extended, and the actual value is lower, and that actually point of control, the area where the most of traders was agreed on the price, was actually in the lower portion of that week. So that was a good chance. Imagine here that there is an access here. Access is basically marking a potential of end of one auction and starting of another auction, and there is a many single prints on this axis. So in my opinion, the smart money, I will call them, you know, the informed traders, it's better to say, we'll not use the way smart money, but you know, informed traders basically saw the opportunity because of the extension, because they understand the statistical approach. They also may use this distribution process. The distribution statistic is one of the very it's one of the most how to say that, most used, but you know, in if we speak about statistic, and distribution is something which is this type of chart is based on to get a reduction. Okay, so access mark potential end of this upward auction. They rejected strongly, yeah, on the news, and this rise is all a fundamental affect the crowd to move up and down. To you know, for in our job is basically like analysts to understand where the opportunity lies. This is one of the key factors in professional trading. It's not everyday tradable. It's not every good short-term opportunity that doesn't happen every single day. You must be very patient and wait, you know, wait according to the rules and understanding of statistic and understanding of the principle. And of course, you can use together with this, you can use the regular charts, even if you want to have even a larger horizon of understanding the price, watching the profile like a base core and market statistic approach, using the volatility statistics, which I also teach you, and it will be explained in the video series and so on. So it's a very important to understand that good opportunities don't happen often, don't happen every single day, and we have a lot of currency pairs, and I have basically the dashboard, which is dashboard where I see that there is an imbalance on the market. Once I see there is an imbalance on the market, then that brings my attention to the graphic to observe more. And this is something which it's a 21st century. You use the robots to tell you where the imbalance is, and then you use your knowledge to understand if the opportunity lies there or not in that imbalance. So basically here I'm expecting lower price. Basically I'm positioned lower on my portfolio. I have positions here. My stops is above here, all the way above here, so more than 200 pips is my stop, but I'm targeting basically around 500-600 pips in return, or at least 1-to-2 ratio, but 1-3 is preferable in my soft target. Now the duration of this trade can take a few weeks. This trade can take about 1 month or something like that, or even higher, depend of the conditions and the fluctuations and the daily volume in the next week. So here I saw opportunity because we got big imbalance extension. We saw access there on the top, and here is opportunity for me and for my followers and for my students as well. We saw this opportunity to actually start to sell the pound. First of all, we have a strong point of control here, naked point of control, which we may target next week. We may go to visit next week. We have some value highs here and some levels to watch. The interesting point here is a single prints. There is a lot of stuff. Single prints, which I was speaking in the video series. Single prints near the highs like this are also very problematic for the further upward price. And you know, and I'm expecting lower price. 1.3 200 level is a very strong level, actually, based on profile statistical approach, and it's a strong point of control there. If the price breaks this, because we may expect price to break this, maybe to reject some and something, then we have a lot of lower prices. And then finally 1.2 855 is something I target like my main goal in the next weeks, in the next period, right? You see the price right now going lower. We got some news basically on the pound, some speeches from the important there, personals and so on, and price went higher, lower, and so right now is trying to go lower and penetrate this this trading range basically. So if you combine that with the regular charts, if you watch regular charts, here you don't see basically anything. You see just price open, close, low, high. You see like that, but you don't have a clue what's happening, where is the value, what's going on. You see just price going up and downs, a lot of noise there if you watch only that. But I don't say that's not you can notice something like for example trading range between on the regular charts, but you can also see that on the here as we mark this way. So you can basically see everything here just in more depth because it's based on statistical approach and based on distribution process and auction process. So and combining this, you can spot also some like shooting star, for example, candle on, for example, daily, and you can use regular analysis together or using stochastic. That's not so that bad. It's just addition to your work basically, right? And the good point here is this can be used on any time frame. I'm basically short-term oriented with good short-term opportunities, and use the good control leverage basically to benefit on that move. And that's all thing for itself, which I speak absolutely in depth in my video series, which will be ready probably from January next year. You basically watching the profile. We have very good understanding, and we are informed. We understand the statistic. We have a one statistical approach combined with the price action approach, and this is the way I have biggest success basically. And this year I have also very good success with waiting the right opportunities to come to me. See if the waiting for imbalance of the market, understanding the statistical approach, and trying to read everything I can read in the profile, which profile gives me, which is a lot of stuffs, a lot of things. The most important thing is the value, but there's also many good things like access is one of the very important thing. A balance is very important thing, and a lot of things. Single prints important thing. Understanding the position of single prints and many stuffs. So it's one huge material, which you need to first of all learn and then start to implement in your trading and start to spot by your eyes and start to practice, and so basically again my main target is a 1.2850. We have of course I will secure position if we go good. Maybe if we reach point of control here, I will say this is the area for securing my position, and then I will let these potential soft targets. But that's about the managing. There is a whole part about the managing, processing, and so on. Okay, so this can also be used intraday. I have also intraday where we watch session by session. This can be combined with anything, but main principle is that this is based on statistical approach, distribution process, and auction process. And maybe it's right now looks for you like it's a lot of letters and so on, but basically it's a very it's not that hard in terms to teach you the basics and simple ways, and then advanced things is something which is story for itself. So I hope that you like this video. If you feel subscribe on my YouTube channel, and take care. So I'm bearish in the pound, and we'll see how this will go. Bye bye.